Hey guys!
Hey!
How are you all doing?
Yes.
So last year, Ken did an epic video on how we paid off our mortgage in 7 years.
Yep.
And today we were having a chat and Ken said, babe, I want you to come on a video with me on the next YouTube video. And he just brought up the subject of the mortgage and the fact that we hadn't really sat down to really reflect on it.
Yeah, reflect on
the fact that we paid off the mortgage.
Yes.
And what it meant for us.
Yes.
And just what he wanted to get my point of view.
Yeah.
To get my
just what it means for us personally in our lives. You know, what the reality of becoming mortgage free is and becoming 100% debt free. What does that actually mean? And so we just sat down and talked about it, you know, and just reflected. I wanted to specifically hear Mary's view, because typically you guys hear a lot from me. And I'm sure you guys would love to hear from Mary on what it means on a really personal level, being mortgage free. And today's video is it's nothing to do with being braggy or anything like that. We're not bragging, not at all.
Yeah.
It's more to
inspire you, because I really had to sit down and reflect and think, wow, because we've just been doing so many projects. We've really I personally haven't really sat down to really think about the magnitude of it. Yeah. But one thing for certain is that if this video can inspire you guys, inspire somebody who maybe looks like us and hasn't seen anybody else do something like this, then we've won. And then this is what it's all about. Yeah. Big achievements and just inspiring other people to do the same. Like if we can do it, you can definitely do it. We just want to show you that we're just normal people who have just made different choices.
Yes, that's important.
Different choices than the norm.
Yeah, different. Right? Yeah, very unusual choices. On the journey. Okay, when we started the video, let's just intro ourselves if you're new to our channel. My name's Ken.
And I'm Mary.
Of the Humble Penny and Financial Joy Academy. What we do on this channel here is to give you guys the tips, the insights, the practical hacks to help you work towards a dream life of financial independence and money joy. We're living that life today. That life that I talk about in my intro in these videos, we're living that life today. And this is why this video matters. Because we just want to talk to you about just literally practical reality of what it means to be, on one perspective, debt-free and 100% mortgage-free. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Should we dive in?
Go on. Let's do it.
All right, so just to give you some perspective, just so you kind of understand the magnitude of what we're talking about from a mortgage-free perspective, we paid off around £330,000 worth of value, property value. And with that, in addition to that, about £60,000 worth of interest on top of that, okay? This is even though we were trying to pay off, tried and paid off the mortgage in a much shorter period, we still paid just over £60,000 of interest.
Crazy.
Okay? So just give you that magnitude, because I think that really helps you understand why this, for us, is such a big deal. Okay? And through this video, we're just going to candidly talk to you about other examples for why we see this as such a humongous thing in our lives, something we've focused on pretty much since we've known each other. Actually, we bought a house 2 years after we met. Yeah. But it's been a big focus in our lives, and it's just interesting to actually be there now and looking back on why this matters.
Okay, so the first one is legacy.
Yes.
And especially for our two boys, it's changed the game for them, even though they don't even know it yet. Yeah. But, I mean, do you want to touch on it more?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where this girl is one that we don't know anybody else of our age, or even like any other black family, or any other family for that matter, of our sort of age demographic even, who've done what we've done. So for our kids, and even for us, this is still sinking in many ways, but we know it's left a humongous legacy because of what we're now able to do on the back of it, which is some of the things we're going to discuss in the other benefits that we're seeing from becoming mortgage free. I think the other point as well is on legacy, is the legacy we're able to create as a result, i.e. in terms of reaching out to so many more people and trying to inspire so many more people to pursue this goal of becoming completely debt free. And changing the lives of the people who we've never really met. basically.
Exactly, and not just their lives, but their children's lives. So
Yeah.
it's generational. The impact that this legacy will have on the people that we hope will inspire.
Okay, so the next point is that it's really just increased our savings rate overall. So we're able to save a lot more money now. We were able to save a lot more before, but now it's even more so because when you don't have the housing element to worry so much about, you are essentially putting away a lot more money saved and investing a lot more money, which is really fantastic because it just gives us a lot more options for the future.
Exactly, that's right. But even so, we've still kind of maintained our lifestyle.
Yeah.
We've not really had the lifestyle creep. Like we're literally just running. We're just continuing as normal, aren't we? Because we've always worked on increasing our savings rate. We were still able to, go on holiday, just have fun. I think people think that this whole kind of journey
That's
is just
such
so
a good point to make. Yeah,
because you see people make these comments like, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I'm suffering and I'm.
Trust me, we are not suffering. Okay, I think we just don't.
We're far from suffering.
We don't post a lot about our holidays.
Yeah, fun. The fun element. We're starting to do more of that. If you're not following us, by the way, on Instagram, you should be following us on Instagram. You can keep up with some of the fun.
We're still not posting about, anyways, we're learning. But it's not a boring journey because we've been clever about our spending.
Yes.
And we've just been really good stewards of money. Well, I'd like to think we have anyway. We've been able to increase our savings rate. So we've been able to enjoy ourselves on this journey and pay off the mortgage at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's doable.
And continue to manage money even better.
Yeah, exactly. And continue to do so today. Okay, so the next point is less worry. Since we've met each other, we've done a lot of interesting things and, we were both working the 9 to 5 in the corporate world. And then at some point when we wanted to start a family, I then changed careers and you were practically the main breadwinner.
Yes.
Although I was bringing money in, it wasn't really that much. But I know that you probably felt a bit of pressure that a lot of the responsibility was in you. Yeah. Right? And so I could see that worry in you sometimes as well. So just knowing that we don't have that worry anymore, it's great, because debt is just like this big weight.
Yeah.
Just hanging over you constantly,
and
you're reminded every month when you make those payments, and you see the interest as well that you're paying on top. That a lot of people don't actually realise just how much interest that you will pay in the lifetime of your mortgage. Yeah, and so for me that's a
biggie. Yeah, and I completely concur because the debt is real, right? The debt's real, irrespective of whether interest rates are low or not. The mortgage is the mortgage, the debt's the debt, and you've got to pay it back. That's just kind of how it works. And as long as that hangs on to you over time, it really does influence your decision making. It affects, what type of job you might choose to take, or how long do you work for over your lifetime, over your career even. Stuff like that. So I completely agree with you.
Cool.
Okay, so the next point is freedom, right? So what does that mean to you, freedom? What does that mean practically? Just explain to people what that means to us today.
Well, I guess for us, my work was location independent. So I could do my work at home, we could be on holiday in the Bahamas, or literally we could just be anywhere, but you were still doing the 9 to 5, traveling in to London. So, but now that you are working on the business full time, you're working on Humble Penny and Financial Joy Academy, we literally have the freedom to do what we want and when we want. And we're not reporting to anyone, more we're reporting to each other. And so it's just literally the freedom to finally pursue things that we've always wanted to do.
Especially
passion projects, Financial Joy Academy, just being able to help other people.
Without worry.
Without worry. Freedom without worry.
Yeah. That's really, really important because you're not sitting there thinking, I'm taking the biggest risk of my life. We're now doing the things that we've always desired doing, knowing that we've got, from a financial perspective, we're fine. We're not really thinking this is a bad decision to be doing the things that we're doing. We're really, I think we're being a lot bolder in pursuing our dreams and living that life of freedom that we've always desired.
Yes.
Which is kind of what we started off with when we met. This is a big kind of value that we attach to the sort of life we wanted.
Exactly. And, one of our goals when we met each other was to have that freedom, was to work towards having that freedom. And it's important even more so now that we have 2 boys and we see the benefits that gives us, and the kind of lifestyle that we want for our kids as well.
Yeah, and in this time that we're in as well, with the world, the way the world's going, it really is a gift. In fact, it's a massive blessing to be in a position where you have a lot more freedoms to be able to do certain things that you want to do without worrying so much about kind of mortgage payments and things like that.
So one of the other points was that to help inspire others. So we did make that point earlier, and it's quite an important point.
We want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, because growing up, this is something that we've not seen, like you said, our friends do, our family even.
Yeah.
And so for us, and I know our families, maybe they didn't really have, firstly, the resources, the information. They were not really well informed due to the fact that they were immigrants as well. And so, we're just in this time that we're in. We're just so fortunate to have so much information at our disposal.
And action in the information. And that's the difference.
Well, that's the key point.
That's the difference.
There's no point in having all this information and not doing anything about it. But I think also it's just people being able to see us and see that we can do it, and we're accessible as well because we don't hide anything. We tell you exactly how we do it. We talk about it. And so if we can inspire other people so they don't make silly mistakes,
they'll be winning.
Yeah,
Let me just add to that, right? Be absolutely frank. We are a young millennial black couple. Those are the facts, right? Millennial young black couple, mortgage free in their 30s, right? That's rare. I'm not saying that to brag. It's very important to just call a spade, as my mum would say. Right? That's the reality of it. And the fact that we've been able to do that for us is just game changing. And I think, we have a very diverse following and we love everybody who follows us across all our socials and here on YouTube. But we think the fact that you can see us talking about being mortgage free is powerful because you don't read this in a normal press. You don't see like headlines, young black millennial couple mortgage free. You don't see that in the press, right? And so it's very important for us to show up and talk about this, because we could easily have just gone, we've achieved that goal, move on to the next thing. But we want to dwell on this a little bit because I think it's very important to show up and really celebrate the win and help other people to come along as well.
100%,
isn't it? Talk about how we've done it, why we've done it, all of that sort of stuff. And to encourage some engagement. So you guys can ask us questions. You can feel inspired to go on this journey as well, because the journey is real, and the journey and this possibility can become real in your life as well.
Yes, amen. That is right. It totally can, guys. Okay, guys, so the last point, but most important point, is gratitude.
Yes.
Wow. It was today we sat down, like I said, like you said, and we reflected.
Just had a chat,
And I'm just so grateful to God that, because this was something that we committed to God.
For many years.
Exactly. And I saw a post, don't forget God when he's answered your prayers or when he's given you what you've asked for. And it's so true, it's so easy to just, achieve certain things and then just not even stop to just give thanks to God, really. And so I'm just so grateful that we've been able to do this, and all thanks to God.
And the point to add is that over the period we're talking about, just over 7 years actually, over that period, there are so many magical things that happened that just meant that we just had abundance. We had stewardship, obviously. We talk about this idea of financial joy meaning 3 things to us. It's stewardship, it's creativity, and it's generous living. And all those 3 elements coming together have really played this role. And we see it as a real blessing that we've been able to get to where we are. You know, I wanted to just throw in another point of reality, just to give you guys more of a reason to understand why this is such a big thing for us, right? Just put in perspective. Like, my parents moved to the UK in their 40s and started at ground zero in their 40s, right?
Yeah.
We today, you know, over the last year, are celebrating mortgage freedom and all these huge milestones in our 30s, right? Get that, right? Yeah. The change that has happened in the same generation.
Yeah.
Simply because we have listened, we've been good stewards with money, we've made good decisions around money, we've made some bad decisions, we've learned about them and implemented and carried on improving, using our talents and abilities to move ourselves forward, all within the same generation.
Wow.
Right? So I just wanted to make that point, because it's so easy for us to kind of overlook that.
It's a very good point. And like you said, it's like with my parents, it was similar as well. My mum was in her late 30s, mid 30s, and my dad was in his 40s as well when they came to this country and started from ground zero. So I know that it's when you look at it that way.
And even for them, like, they look at us, although they, you know, we haven't even had time to talk about it in that level of detail. You know, I've had my mum call me a few times, just going like, "Wow, you know, like, we're so proud of you guys, what you guys have been able to do."
Likewise,
And like, imagine what that then means for our children, and what that then means for, you know, everybody else who we see as within our community, and those people who are learning kind of what we've had to do, and doing it even better as a result of it.
Exactly. Exactly, because you learn from other people, right? And if you're fortunate enough to be around people who you have seen make the right decisions, then definitely, hopefully, you'll be inspired to make the right decisions too. We're opening up to all of you guys, that it's not even a proximity thing, really. We've got so much resources out there. So many videos and blog posts,
so many resources
that we've created.
We want you to win.
Exactly. So please don't make any kind of unnecessary mistakes, or we just want you to win, and we want you to fast track. Obviously, there's no shortcuts, but you can fast track by not making silly mistakes from the start.
And the point, just to add to that, finally, this is not, you know, mortgage freedom is not for everybody. So I know we will get people who go, "Oh, you know, you shouldn't pay off your mortgage, and you should be investing," and all of this stuff. And that's, people are allowed to have their opinions. But what we find is that this money journey is a very personal thing, and you've got to choose the path that really takes you to your unique destination. Okay, and everybody has a unique destination. For us, although we feel we've arrived at a stage of our unique destination. But what I mean, let me elaborate. What I mean is, we feel we're still at the very beginning in many ways, because it's almost, you feel like your capacity is expanded. And you feel like you can do so much more, like 100%. Showing up, for example, here on YouTube. It's only possible because of the way we've been able to steward our finances over the years.
Agreed.
Right?
100%.
All right, guys, we really hope you've enjoyed this very casual chat on just how becoming mortgage-free and 100% debt-free has changed our lives. We'd love to know. In fact, we'd love to get you involved and ask you, is becoming mortgage-free something that you are working towards? You know, would you see it as a really exciting challenge to call up your bank and we know that there's a lot going on in the world, but still, are you making certain level of overpayments towards potentially becoming mortgage free? We'd love to know. And this applies also to other forms of debt, so not just your mortgage debt, could be other type of loans that you might have, or even student loans and so on. Let us know. Is debt freedom, and particularly mortgage freedom, something that you aspire towards? We'd love to know in the comments.
Exactly, guys. So do let us know. We'd love to jump in there and, see some of your responses, and everyone else can learn from your answers too and your responses. So do let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this particular video. If you really enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. It really, really helps to just encourage a ton more people to watch our videos.
That's right.
Don't forget to share it as well. We'd love for you to get this word out, this very candid chat about becoming mortgage free. Get it out to your family members. Let them watch this video and be inspired as well. Okay?
Definitely.
If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get notified when we publish our videos twice a week, typically on a Tuesday as well as a Thursday. All right.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you again on our next video.
Take care.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.